Good morning. Good evening all. I'm Rignesh here from Cygnet GST team. I'll be taking you through this webinar session of GSP ASP, uploading the data, filing the returns. I have divided this session into two parts. The first part of the session is I will be taking you through a very brief and short introduction through a presentation. And then I will move to a live demonstration of our product. Once I complete that, I would be happy to take each one of your questions. I will try to answer all the questions during this session. If in case I miss answering those questions, I will be able to reply back to those questions on email. Please ensure you send your questions during the webinar session. I will be picking up those one by one. And then if I'm not able to answer it during this session and our session, I will ensure that you get the response back through our team over an email. So thank you all for joining this session. I will quickly start with introducing Cygnet Infotech. Cygnet is an authorized ASP GSP board. So we are available with our offerings for ASP as we are an IT software development organization ourselves. Quickly moving forward, introducing Cygnet Infotech. So we started our journey in year 2000 with IT software services and a financing and accounting package with the name of Phase. That is the product that we started our journey with. And then since then, we'll be celebrating our 17th birthday tomorrow, where we'll be completing 17 years into IT software and services. Mostly we are into an overseas business as a part of IT software services, operating in 4 different continents, and we have 250 plus clients as of today. We are ISO 9001 2008 certified organization, 27001 2013 certified organization, and a CMMI level 3 appraised organization. As a part of membership, we are part of NASSCOM, IACC, AMA, and JSHA. JSHA is a Gujarat Electronics and Software Association's body. As a part of JSHA, we have grabbed 2 awards in their 9th ceremony about being on the top 3 best software company and best ICT managed services provider. Moving forward, we classify our services and offerings into product engineering, application development, web content management, application quality assurance, and enterprise mobility. As a part of products and solutions being made available through Cygnet Infotech, Cygnet GSP is what we'll be talking about in this entire session. We have ePub Hub, that's an electronic publication media software into B2B application, so for print to electronic media. Renova is an HR management plus project management integrated software. Cygneto Apps is in field sales management tool. eShop is a Gujarati web portal for all Gujarati book lovers in ebook format. Testing Wiz is an automation software tool to test the software. Amazon Order is again a B2B and B2C application for ordering like Foodpanda and Zomato. Moving forward, locating ourselves, Cygnet, GSP, and ASP. So, a brief history about the selection process that, Cygnet participated in the tender. We were shortlisted amongst the top 34 providers out of 400 plus applications received by GSTR. And GSTR and GSPs are a hub and spoke mechanism where all the GSPs are spokes of data being transferred, uploaded, and helping the organizations and the corporates to file their returns. Moving forward, I believe the organization readiness is required, where organization understands the impact analysis of the GST regime coming in. Number 2 is an ecosystem readiness required, where now all the vendors, even though those are customers or suppliers, needs to participate in the system, because that is where the entire GST as a regime would be beneficial for all the businesses. And the third is an IT infrastructure readiness, where current accounting or ERP packages, whatever are being used by the organization, those needs to go under an upgrade and update for being a GST compliant, and they have to produce inwards and outward supplies. Those are GST compliant. Once your inwards and outward suppliers are GST compliant, those are ready. Precisely from that point in time, Cygnet GSP ASP offering starts, where we help you to upload your data, validate your data, reconcile your details, file the returns. These are 4 basic operations. Moving forward, as a part of impact of IT system, I believe most of the organizations are now aware about what are the impacts those are going to be on the IT system, because all our inward and outward supplies, inventories, and accounting systems are going to be changed. They're going to include basic necessities and details like HSN and SSC codes, IGST, CGST, SGST rates, and a GSTR number of the services, place of supply to be provided, so on and so forth. Moving forward, basic impact on the systems. All the accounting system would be having this many registers or the masters, where invoice formats as a basic need needs updating, because now is a destination-based tax and place of supply is mandatory in all the line items. Those are being supplied. It goes as composite items or in composite details into that. If you have a reverse charge applicable services, those needs providing. And vendor master needs updating, your revenue master, stock transfer register, customer master, expense GL register. All these now needs going through an update for them to be a GST compliance system. Moving forward, very basic. As of now, there are GSTR 1 to 11 as an update that we have as GSPs from GSTN as a network. But GST 1 to 3 is what the basic three forms all the organizations and business will be going forward for on monthly basis. GSTR 1 is filing your return for all your outward supplies. GSTR 2 is filing your returns for inward supplies, and GSTR 3 is your monthly return. A stands for amendments. So GSTR 2A is your amendment for GSTR 2, and 1A is for amendment of GSTR 1. 2A basically will help you to do all the reconciliation process. I will show you live on the web what do I mean by reconciliation process. But these are the basic three forms which all the business will be dealing. GSTR 1, 10th of every month, 2, 15th of every month, and 3, 20th of every month. Moving forward, as I told you, that Cygnet offering starts once your systems are GST compliant and ready. So your ERP or accounting packages are producing those GST compliant invoices, credit note, debit notes, and so on and so forth. Cygnet, from there, Cygnet GSP portal starts. So we provide you two basic mechanisms. The first mechanism is a web portal through which you can upload your details and data. And the second option is an on-premise utility, where we help you to synchronize your volume through our utility to Cygnet GSP, from Cygnet GSP to our GST network. Now the uploads we have classified into 9 different types, 5 kinds of uploads for your inward supply, 4 kinds of uploads for the outward supply. Basically, what do we mean by 5 kinds of uploads? Those are number 1, your invoices, number 2, your credit note, debit notes, number 3, your advance payment receipt, number 4, if you have a reverse charge applicable services, and then the series of invoices to be declared. Those are different kind of uploads that we'll be producing and providing. Moving forward, we have designed a rule engine to cater 350 plus GSTN laws and rules. Those are being provided as a part of government updates. We incorporate and encapsulate all these rules as a part of our rule engine that takes care of validating your details and data and distributing those details and data to the right sections of the GSTR form for automation to be achieved. I will show you live on the web portal what do I mean by automation to be achieved. And then from there, the data goes to a rule engine, those are uploaded, it goes to Cygnet GSP, and finally we help you to file the return. This is a very simple basic flow that will help you to understand what is happening with upload and the return filing. Moving quickly forward, I will go through a very basic use case. This use case would what every company would be dealing with. For an example, you guys, one of you are a supplier for me, and you are providing all your supplies. So you'll file your GSTR 1. As soon as you file your GSTR 1 with all the sections data uploaded, me as a buyer, I'll be able to see all those in my GSTR 2A, that is a reconciliation screen. On my GSTR 2A, let's say an example, you have done a supply of 100 rupees to me, and I have bought those 100 rupees. It's a happy case scenario. So you will file GSTR 1, I will file my GSTR 2. For an example, you have said you have supplied 100 rupees, but for my purchase, actually I have bought a services for 120 rupees. So there is a 20 rupees discrepancy. For that specific cases where there are unhappy paths and unhappy scenarios, there is a provision of keeping things on hold, adding details, rejecting, modify, or even add new entries. These are again distributed through our rule engine. Moving forward, I'm coming back to a happy path scenario where you provide, you have done 100 rupees supply, I have got a 100 rupees supply, we both file, you file GSTR 1, I file GSTR 2, and then we both move forward to file GSTR 3. Coming back, there may be unhappy path scenario is that you have done an actual supply of 100 rupees, I have uploaded my purchase register saying that I have actually bought the service for 150 rupees. You as a seller, you'll be able to see in GSTR 1 a reconciliation about what are the services that I'm trying to claim as a part of ITC credit. So you as a supplier would get an opportunity to put things on hold, accept or reject whatever your buyers are trying to upload. That's your filing GSTR 1A. Again, both of us will be going forward filing a GSTR 3 on 20th of every month. Once we complete all this exercise, there will be an ITC mismatch report generated and sent to all registered GSTN numbers about their ITC mismatch for this month. What do I mean by this month is, for an example, you have done a business from 1st of April to 30th of April. You'll be filing GSTR 1 on 10th of May, GSTR 2 on 15th of May, and GSTR 3 on 20th of May. As a part of GSTR 3, you are saying this is the business that you have done as a part of as a part of month of April. On 31st of May, an ITC mismatch report will be generated about the discrepancies, all the ITC mismatches, all the credits those are being made available to all the GSTN numbers, saying that this is your ITC mismatch report for the month of April. That's how the flow is going forward. Moving forward, we provide three basic flavors of Cygnet ASP offering. The first flavor is an web portal. As you can see on the screen, we show you here number one. Number one is the first flavor. It's our web portal, our private cloud offering as a web application where you can go and manually do all your uploads. The second flavor is a custom rule engine available at your site. So most probably those are for kind of ERP packages and accounting solution systems where they would like to do integration with GSPs as a part of custom facilities and features being made available. And third is an on-premise solution where we host our ASP offerings to all our customers on their premises, on their infrastructure, providing an on-premise facility, ideally for the customers who are having a volume of more than 500,000 inwards and outward supplies as a part of data to be uploaded to GST, and we provide the solutions for them. That again goes forward. If you see as a part of 1, 2, or 3, it goes to a web portal where it goes to the ASP API. Now the API is where we support multiple kind of uploads, so you can have Excel as well as CSVs to be uploaded. Column mappings are to be done once. That's a profile generation process where you need to map your profile once. It goes to our enriched rule engine where it ensures that all the data are rightly distributed to all information required by GST, and then it goes to the GSP pass-through API. GSP pass-through API is precisely what GSP is. Rest all the offerings that you are seeing on top of that are an ASP offerings. Moving forward, what are the features that we provide? We provide very sophisticated validation process and engine. We do provide a rule engine that ensures right kind of GST rules are encapsulated into that. Ways to access are will be providing GST web portal, mobile application, and on-premise solution as I rightly discussed. Enriched API for integration with ERP and accounting solution packages. Pass-through API for the integration for the ESPs. Reconciliation process, I'll show you what do I mean by reconciliation on screen. We provide a very simplified flow of how a reconciliation any business will be participating. As a part of audit log, we will be storing the audit trail information for the 7 years as per the mandate by GSTN. As a part of email and SMS notification, we provide all different kind of custom notifications to be sent as well as the basic default notification in terms of SMS and email. Moving forward, business. So Cygnet ASP offerings are designed in a way, it's called a SaaS model, called a software as a service or a tenant-based model, where each subscription to Cygnet is a separate database instance itself. For an example, I have a customer X who has 5 different businesses. So we provide one subscription to customer X. Underneath that subscription, you can create multiple businesses. Underneath each business, you can create multiple locations. And underneath each location, you can create multiple users. So that's the hierarchy that we have supported. I will show you live on the web portal. Moving forward, we have provided a dashboard that shows you very consolidated, sleek information of your ledger balance as well as the return filing, what has been missed, what is pending. Show you live. As a part of import, as I told you that we support import in terms of Excel, CSV, and JSON. JSON is a JavaScript object notation. It's a technical format that is being supported as a part of uploads. And again, taking into the consideration that there can be a varieties of businesses and varieties of roles, we have designed this system considering users, roles, rights, permissions-based system where you can define your business, your user, your roles as per your convenience and your business strategies. Moving forward, this is a quick glimpse of an on-premise utility that we have developed. Ideally, these are the tools that will be required where they have at least more than 1,000 inward and outward to be processed within a day. They have to be uploaded. So manual uploading of those inwards and outwards are almost operational challenges for the businesses. So we have designed an on-premise utility which would be residing on your premises. It would be understanding all the inward and outward supplies in Excel or CSV format. So any of the heterogeneous data sources you have, for an example, you have SAP or Odoo or Tally, all those data sources can produce those Excels as an output. You can dump those Excel as an output to the Cygnet GSP utility. It would ensure that all the data are pushed to Cygnet GSP. We will validate those data and return you back with the errors. What are the validations errors that you need to correct for the uploads to complete? For an example, you have dumped 1,000 files. So we'll provide you an in folder called an input folder where you can dump all your Excel files. From that, we'll take all your data to Cygnet GSP server. Then we'll validate your data for out, maybe for an example, for out of 1,000 files that you're trying to upload, there are chances that 5 or 10 files are having discrepancy. What do I mean by discrepancy? It's a rule violation. What do I mean by rule violation? For an example, you have provided an HSN code about goods are to be supplied to your supplier, and you have provided a state code that is not within a state, and IGST rate is not provided. So that is a violation of the rule because CGST and SGST would not be applicable. All those kind of validation errors per line items are encapsulated, and that will be sent back to you into your output folder where you can go and correct it back. That's our on-premise utility arrangement. Moving forward, the key takeaways out of this presentation before moving to the demonstration session is about being a GST compliance, doing an impact analysis, accounting update, vendor updates, and all. And that's what I have for the presentation session. I will quickly move towards the live demonstration of the product, the web application that I have. Meanwhile, please feel free to drop your questions in the question section. Once I'm done with my live application demonstration, I will go toward the question answer session. All right, so quickly coming to my web application, I'm trying to log in with my subscription. As soon as I will log in with my subscription, this is what I will be able to see as a dashboard. On the dashboard, we show you the ledger balance. Ledger balance is your current GSTIN registration ledger balance being fetched live from GST network. Every time you land up to this page, it is a ledger balance till now when you are trying to see the detail. Now the classification are done in a way, we show you the liabilities, we show you the cash that you deposited till date, and ITC credit that you are eligible to avail in terms of CGST, SGST, and IGST rate. As a part of the process, we are not allowed to collect any payment from any businesses or organization in cash or in electronic media. So whenever there is a pay taxes portion, we will have to route you to GSTN website where you can go and do your payment of taxes. Moving forward, here is the drop down where you will be able to switch your businesses. As I told you that there is to be one subscription to the business, so we'll provide one subscription to a X group of companies, and that subscription, for an example, RK Industries is my subscription. Underneath that, I have one business called RK Industries Ahmedabad, and underneath this business, I have an RK Industries Ahmedabad Swastik is my location, and this is my child location. For my child location, I do not want them to do any kind of return filing, but just a data upload. So as I told you, there's a rights, roles, which are permission-based system. As you can see on the top, that there are different options on the top where you can file the return, do the reports and settings and all. As soon as I switch my business to RK Industries Swastik, I do not want this business because it's my child location to file the returns. So here I'll just give an option to do the data uploads only. Again, coming back to my main business, Ahmedabad, where I'm trying to upload the returns, do the data upload, file the returns. Moving forward, as a part of the widgets, you can see on the left hand, on the right hand side of the page, this is what the Cygnet subscription model is about. Total number of businesses that you have registered, locations that you have registered, number of users that you have created, and total number of transactions you have done for that specific month. Moving forward, the second widget shows you about what are the returns filing that you have missed for that specific month. So for an example, you have missed filing returns for January, February, March. It would show you red, all rest all are green. Now this red and green would be depending upon type of registration that you have provided. For an example, if you are a registration who is allowed to collect TDS, then you have to file a GSTR 6. If you are missing your GSTR 6, even though you have filed GSTR 1, 2, and 3, we will turn this red because you have missed the GSTR 3. Going into detail, you can see which specific GST return you have missed for that specific month at the second widget. You can switch your month and see which return you are missing. This is what we have shown onto the dashboard. Moving forward, as I told you that we will give all the rights to our user. You can register all your businesses within the system here. So you can see you can register your businesses here. You can create all your locations over here. So for creation of location, we provide that for your GSTN number. What are the kind of registrations? Are you a supplier or a compounding business or an ISD business or a TDS? If you're an e-commerce operator, you have a GCS. And then you can provide this location belongs to which specific business. And if this location is a child location, you can select a parent location as well, where providing GSTN number and other details are not mandatory. Moving forward, as I told you, it's a users roles rights based system. So you can define your users within the system and provide that one user can access which locations on which roles. So for an example, there's one user, that user you want to be associated to RK Industries, and for RK Industries that user should be part of a child location, but the role to be provided is a tax consultant. You can do it. So entire thing has been made configurable, will be handed over to you to define your users, your rights, and your permissions. As a part of creation of roles rights management, you can go and create role of your desire. We have completely given flexibility to our users. They can define their users, their roles, their rights and permissions. Moving forward, there is a vendor management. So one utility, one tool which we have designed for the corporates, those requires as a part of multiple vendors to be registered within their system. So we have launched a vendor registration flow where once you upload, so we have provided a sample download, you can upload your vendors over here. This is not a mandatory operation. This is one of the features of our ASP offerings. As a part of download, you can download the sample from here. Once you download the sample, what we ask is an email ID and the name of the person. And on the backend side, we will send an email to all these persons on this scheduled day. So we'll give you the configurability in your end, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when you can send a vendor registration to them. Each of your vendor would get an email with a link to click. As soon as they will click on the link, they will be routed to Cygnet website. On the Cygnet website, we'll ask them to provide the registration number of GSTI along with the signed documents received by authority and the HSN and SSC codes, ideally a product master, which they as a vendor are participating with you as a business, and they will be uploading those documents. We have provided the approval flow. So as soon as you go into the system, we'll provide you one screen over here that is under development as of now. That screen would allow you to see two things. The first thing is what are the registration documents they have uploaded. Number two, what are the HSN and SSC masters that they are willing to participate with you as a business and they have uploaded. Once you approve this, they will stop receiving the email. This is the vendor registration flow that we have provided. Apart from that, you can send them an SMS and email notifications directly from the screen over here. Apart from this, there is a one reconciliation screen which I will show you. From that also, you can send them SMS and email or invoice about the discrepancies or things to be put on hold or so on and so forth. Whatever as a business decision you want to take, SMS and email notification services are provided. I will quickly move forward about the data to be uploaded and custom validations to be done. So these are the different kind of taxpayers who there will be suppliers, composite dealers and all. What I will do is, as a part of the demonstration session, I will do one invoice upload. That is one outward supply invoice, and that is having too many errors onto that. So how will our rule engine ensure that the wrong data is not uploaded? I will show you live on the screen. As soon as you click on the invoices, we'll take you to the upload screen. On upload screen, Let me select one outward invoice. As soon as I select the outward invoice, we'll ask you to match your profile once. Now this is a mandatory operation to be done once only, because we will have to understand your columns. The source column on the left are what is required by GSTN. You can map your own columns over here as a part of upload. As soon as I will do upload, it will not allow me because I haven't completed my mapping. So let me complete my mapping. Invoice item description over here. So I will select this column, invoice item of unit of measurement, invoice item quality. So I will select an item quality from here. Moving forward, it's asking me to say, is it a reverse charge applicable service or not? So I will select, is it a reverse charge applicable service? It's a reverse charge column for me. And then there is an original goods or services. Okay, so here is my original. That is it. As soon as I will click on my upload, we will do a batch processing. You can see over here, we are trying to process your data and validate your data. Ideally, will take 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds to validate your data and push you back with the result, what happened with your uploads. Meanwhile, you can see what is the status of your upload. So as of now, the data has been pushed to Cygnet GSP, but you haven't pushed to GSTN. So we are given an option that once you are happy that whatever data those are uploaded to Cygnet ASP, GSP, you are happy with all those updates and uploads of data, you can push those data to GSTN. That as a facility and feature is provided. As soon as the validation is completed, you'll be able to see that there are some errors while uploading. Now, what are those errors? Let's see the errors. As you can see, we will write down all the errors on top of the screen. What are the line item based error? Apart from that, whatever line item, cell or column are having problems, we'll highlight those with red color, that these are the cells and line items that needs correcting from your side. Now here we have provided the facility of directly updating over here, but we would not encourage to do the operation. Reason is you should be going back to your accounting or ERP packages, make those changes there, export the data from there and upload back to Cygnet GSP. To do that operation, what option you have provided is and download error report, where each line item based error we will write down into the Access. You will be able to save. Let me zoom it. As soon as you see it over here, we write down the errors per line item, creating an error details column on the end, and then providing what are the line item based errors that you need to go and correct. Okay, so this can be directly sent to your account or finance person who is responsible to make all those changes and updates. So this is the same flow that has been provided for all the kind of uploads supported within the system. So as a supplier, invoices, credit note, debit note, advance payments, all the kind of rules and regulations has been updated. Moving forward, I will take you to how you would be able to file your return. As I told you that as a part of a very sophisticated rule engine and reconciliation engine designing, what we have done is we want to ensure that whatever automation we can put as a part of ASP offering, we have done. For an example, if you go to GSTR1 form, there will be approximately 17 sections which you need to fill. Now, as a part of automation, for example, you are filing GSTR1, we will read all your outward supplies, your sales register, and distribute those data into right section of GST form. For an example, let's go for a GSTR1 filing. As soon as I go to GSTR1 filing, we have auto-populated all these sections. Let me expand this. This is what do I mean by auto-population of the sections. Whatever data are belonging rightly to that sections will be auto-populated into it. For an example, section 5 says taxable outward supplies to a registered person. Basically, those are B2B invoices. 5A says amendments to the details of outward supplies to a registered person of earlier tax period. Now, all of these sections will auto-populate. Also, we provide you one option of downloading per section CSV file. So, if there are any value-based discrepancies which you would like to cross-verify with your team, you can directly go and cross-verify. Apart from that, once you're done with that, you can view your GSTR1 summary. As a part of viewing of GSTR1 summary, an OTP would be generated, would be sent to the registered mobile number, that mobile number which is being supplied as a part of GSTIN registration to the government. That OTP you have to provide here. The ideal expiry time of the OTP is 30 minutes. And there is one option provided by government where you can go and ask for the extension of OTP. As of now, the extension is supported for the expiry time of OTP from 30 minutes to 30 days. As soon as you provide your OTP over here, and then you can go forward and file, view your system summary. As a part of one more option we have provided, you can export this entire summary into a PDF file. So whosoever is your authority, if you would like to verify, you can send a GSTR1 as a part of supply that this is what and summary has been generated, which you will be filing on 10th of the month. Once you're happy with that, you can go ahead and complete the filing flow. This is the same procedure and flow that we have provided for GSTR 1, 2, and 3. Apart from this, we will be supporting two modes of filing the returns. The first mode would be through an e-signing. So we have incorporated an e-signing authority, but e-signing is only possible through an Aadhaar number. But if you still do not want to go through an Aadhaar number, then we have a facility where you can do an filing of a return using DSC. This portal will prompt you to download one utility which will read your digital signature from the USB port. You will have to supply your PAN number to verify that you are the verifying authority of filing the returns. This is what the return filing flow has been incorporated, and this again goes for the GSTR3 as well. One extra thing what we have done as a part of validation is we will not allow you to file GSTR1 and 2, GSTR3 unless you have completed filing of your 1 and 2. So you can be sure that the system will prompt for the right validation message for the right users. Moving forward, the reconciliation screen, as I told to you about the reconciliation that is happening between multiple purchase registers. So what do I mean by purchase register now? We have classified the information into B2B invoices, B2B invoices amendments that you have uploaded, credit debit note amendments, ISD credits, and so on and so forth. Now, what are the kind of reconciliation those are happening? So reconciliation between inward supply and the data filed by your suppliers. Now, in this, we show you what are the matches and mismatches. The first grid that you see on the screen are the match records. So your business, those are matching. And the rest grids are showing, basically the tables are showing the mismatches. The first table, not available in your inward supply. That's your purchase register, you haven't uploaded. Now the second one says not available in GSTN. So your suppliers haven't uploaded. And third one is the real mismatch between your purchase register and supplier sales register. Now what are the actions supported? You can put things on hold directly over here. If you would like to reject it, you can reject the entry. If you would like to accept it, you can accept the entry. Whatever changes you want to do, you can do it over here. Even when there are original mismatches, will allow you to do the modifications on the screen. Apart from doing modification, you can directly claim ITC credit for that specific invoice. So if you would like to utilize the ITC credit for this specific month, you can away those credit through this screen. Make all those changes on the screen that you would like to do over here and click on finish. As soon as you click on finish, what we do is we club your data. So these are the invoices that you said you would like to put on hold. These are the invoices which you would like to reject. These are the invoices which you would like to accept. These are the invoices that you have provided a modification, and these are the invoices where you would like to claim the ITC credit. We will club all this information, submit to GST, and then as a part of this business registration, they have completed their reconciliation with these actions going forward. So this is what the reconciliation flow we have supported within the system. Apart from that, as a part of reports, there are no further reporting being made available by GST, and so we have provided the audit trail for different kind of user actions happening on the screens. Apart from that, the settings that we have provided is you can import your profiles, you can import your product master, because we like to validate your data, your details as per your product master, so your HSN and SSC codes that you uploaded. We provide as of now very standard reminders about your GSTR 1 filing is missing, your 2 filing is missing on your SMS and email. Even though your reconciliation is pending, we'll send you an email and SMS notification. Apart from that, you can provide an IP restriction. As this is a browser-based system, we understand that there might be some compliance-oriented restrictions as a part of organization policy from your company. So you can provide an IP restriction from this specific IP. Our user can log into the system and complete data uploads or data filing process. So these are all basic features that we have provided on the tool. Apart from this, we have created few connectors for a very standard ERP solution of offering available into the market. Those connectors would help us or you as a business to pull your data from the production, convert those imports, convert those into Excel and CSV format which Cygnet understands. So we'll be taking all your details and creating those Excel file as a part of connector available for ERP. From there, we have created the utility tool, as I told you, which acts as a Dropbox replica, basically. So that allows you to sync your data from your organization to Cygnet, and then automatically on the backend side, all the data are being uploaded to Cygnet GSP. So that automation has been achieved, has been provided, and that's where we'll help you to complete uploading your data, and then you as the authority can take a decision of filing your returns. So this is what I have to offer as a part of presentation session demonstration. I would like to now take your questions. As of now, I haven't received any questions from your side. So this is what I have to offer as a part of availability of different systems from Cygnet GSP. And as I will not be able to pick up the audio, Mr. Aditya, yeah, pricing, you can send an email to our inquiry. I will ask my sales team to get in touch with you, because pricing would depend upon total number of registrations and the transactions and the volume that you have your site. So my sales team would be getting in touch with you for the pricing and further details. All right, I will ask them to respond. Akash is asking question, is the APIs from government opened completely? Yes, they have opened APIs for GSTR 1 and 2 on their beta environment. So GSTR 3 and GSTR 8 hasn't been opened on their beta environment as of now. All right, there is one question from Bhavesh about e-way bill. Bhavesh, question is valid, it's correct, but e-way bill hasn't moved out of the draft rule. Once the draft rule has been finalized by government, those then will move to GSTN team, who are responsible to develop APIs, and then they will provide us the APIs for integration. As soon as we receive APIs from them for e-way bill integration, we will be providing that within our ASP offering. Next question I have received is, can we punch our actual data there? Yes, you will have to push your actual data there. Yes, correct. You will have to push your actual data there. So you will have to decide how and by what mechanism you can allow the ASPs to pull the data, or you as an organization push the data to the GSP or ASP that is directly being submitted to GST. I have a question from Deep. Also, the return formats you demoed have changed. So when can we expect the new ones to be integrated? Correct. So the return format has changed on 3rd of June. Okay, so that is the latest update. We got the update by end of the day, and 4th was this Sunday. So we are doing an impact analysis as of today, that what will be impact on our existing system, and we are going to roll out the details soon to our customer, that when we can ask them to participate on our staging environment. As of now, we are under impact analysis phase. Now there is a question from Gopal, where are ERP provider? We are ERP provider. Is there any way to send client data directly to your portal? Yes, there are ways. We are having connectors as well as the utilities which will help you and your customers to push the data on the backend side directly to Cygnet GSP. Again, I have a question from Akash, who is asking, government has opened the APIs where we can actually push our data and do the matching and other stuff. Yes, that's what I meant. They've opened up the beta environment to actually push your data, to see your customers' data and do the beta testing activity. As of today, they have closed the beta, but this was open for 2 weeks. Previous 2 weeks, they have opened the beta environment where both the buyers and suppliers can upload the data and see the matching. Again, moving forward, I have a question from Mr. Prashant. If we will correct error records in production system, how it will be fetched on ASP? You will have to correct the error records. So if you have taken our ERP connectors and our validation utility, we'll pull the data. If you are not taking our ERP connectors and the client's utility, it would be your responsibility to upload the corrected data back to the Cygnet GSP and push to GST. I have a question from Mr. Bhavesh. In reconciliation, if I reject invoice, then in what time from vendor has to upload correct invoice? Now, this is a very nice question, Mr. Bhavesh. In the reconciliation, if you reject the invoice, first you will have to complete your GSTR 2 filing, where GSTN would be producing an ITSM mismatch report. Ideally, they will have to complete all their mismatches or the rejection from your side before you file your GSTR 3 or your GSTR 1 for the next month. Can you explain about your API feature? Sure. So our APIs are an enriched API. Those are encapsulated version of what Cygnet, GSTN has provided as a basic API. For an example, we provide API to pull all the records. What do I mean by pull? You can pull GSTR 2A, you can pull the vendor information, you can pull the GSTR 1A, you can pull your consolidated invoices, so on and so forth. So those are the APIs as a part of enriched API provided by Cygnet. Then I have a question from Mr. Tarun Patel asking, can I upload various businesses type invoice to one Excel sheet or I have to create multiple Excel sheets? Ideally, as a part of registration, we will ask you to do individual uploads. So you will have to upload your business, then your locations, but this is a one-time process where you do not have to do multiple uploads. But if you are trying to upload vendor, then you will have to just upload the one Excel sheet. Those will be a flat upload for your subscription. Then I have a question from Mr. Gopal. Do we need to register for our individual customer or as an ERP vendor? Now, all the customers would be a subscription. So ERP provided from your side is going to be the subscription for us. And then all your customer businesses, they would have to be a subscription for our for an example, your ERP is on 10 different customers. So those 10 are 10 different subscription for Cygnet GSP. But as you're integrating from the backend side, there is a flow being designed for ERP integration. Thanks, Gopal. Please drop an email to our inquiry about the pricing and costing and all, and my sales team would be in contact with you for the pricing update. Bhavesh is asking, I need more information about your APIs and access. Please update your representative to contact. All right, please drop an email on our inquiry, inquiry@cygnetinfotech.com. My IT team would be in touch with you. All right. Bhavesh, please send me the presentation. All right, Mr. Neerav, please drop an email and we will be sending you the presentation as well. Brochure, sure. All the presentations and brochures will be sent to you. Yes, Mr. Prashant, please feel free to drop the inquiry on our inquiry email ID. We will be sending you the presentation. Yes, Mr. Neerav, please drop your, all your inquiries along with the presentations and the pricing that you need, and we will send it. All right, I have a question from Mr. Venkatraman, MS Venkatraman. Good and a suggestion is, if for the prospective clients, hands-on demo for them do and feel if created will be a lot of help. Sure, Mr. Venkatraman, if there is a requirement of a dedicated engagement for doing an on-site demo for your prospects and customer, we are happy to engage. Please drop your email along with the suggestions and the details required, and my sales team would be in touch with you to get the demonstrations done through our technical team. I have a question from Mr. Sudhir Shah. If someone wants to become your GSP partner, how to approach? We are open for ASP GSP partnerships. We are open for a dedicated GSP partnership as well. Please drop a specific inquiry to our email about on hello@cygnetgsp.in, and on our dedicated web portal you'll be able to see www.cygnetgsp.in website. You can drop that inquiry from there as well, and my team will be in touch with you. DLLs, okay, there is a question from Srirang Joshi. As of now, the integration mechanism that we have made available is through an API integration. Those are RESTful APIs, so you will be able to integrate with any of the technology platform that you have. I have a question from Mr. Tarun Patel asking, is it possible to upload all the invoices, B2B, B2C, etc. in a single Excel sheet while filing GSTR 1? For B2C, yes. For B2B, we would encourage that you do one invoice upload for your customer. The reason is when the reconciliation would happen, then during the reconciliation flow, we will be showing you the mismatches per invoice, per line item. And at that point in time, we would appreciate that you provide a B2B invoice, individual invoice for the customer. But it might happen that you have one customer being served daily, and then you generate one invoice for all entire day transaction as a B2B invoice. That is fine. You can upload one invoice as well. I have a question from Mr. Neerav asking, all software base well equipped in your software? Yes, we as I told on start of my presentation that we are an IT software services solution provider organization since 17 years now. So that's precisely what we have done within our offerings. We understand the operational challenges as well. So we are ready with GST go live, and our IT software and services arrangement has been placed into the picture to ensure that software delivery to operations are handled frequently. Yes, AMC is there as a part of contract. So as of now, we are going for an yearly AMC details only. So once you contact the sales team, they will come up with all those pricing details along with the AMC. Those are being charged. We are going to launch a call center as well. Now the call center would be available 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and the hours would be extended on the return filing dates. And yes, Mr. Shiran, as you are asking the question of 24/7, yes, our services would be 24/7 available. The only cutoff time would be for the return filing time decided by GSTN, that before 12 o'clock you have to complete your return filing on the specific dates. Else, pulling of the data, pushing of the data can keep on happening 24/7, and we are supporting it. Data security, it's a very broad term to be answered, but let me put it this way, that we are as of now ISO 27001 2013 certified organization. We are going for recertification for our data center offering. So we will be going through all the controls of 27001 2013 certification through a cert and panel authorities suggested by GSTN network. We are under audit as of now. We will be clearing the audit before going live. Apart from that, we are going to go through a VAPT. That's a vulnerability assessment and penetration testing for all the data and application along with the infrastructure security. We will be producing all these certificates before we are going live. All right, there are still more amount of participants for the webinar. Please, please send an email to hello@cygnetgsp.in for inquiries, or else please visit our website www.cygnetgsp.in, where you can directly drop an inquiry to our contact us section. We will be getting in touch with all the participants who have registered as well as participated in the webinar with the basic details. Those are expected. You can revert back to that email as well, and details will be taken care forward from there as well. All right, I believe that's pretty much it for the day from our side. Yes, we'll be sending you the presentation, Mr. Neerav. Thanks a lot for your time and participation. Looking forward for the further engagement from your side. Thank you very much.